message from our prophet.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
With those delicious plates from potatoes, now with 6 fabulous flavors. What man of oil and cooking heat? San Francisco treat. Part 3 of today's featured presentation.
What happened to part 2? I missed part 2? Oh. What's the matter with you? Come on, for Pete's sake, what are you doing there? Hello, Sandy? Let me have Sandy. Hello, Sandy, my television's dead. Is this Sandy? My television died. No, not Willie. Mr. Clark to you, please. And never mind the jokes, wise guy, it's not funny. Send up somebody to fix my dead television. I didn't touch nothing, I tell you. It's a crappy set. You live in a crappy hotel, you got a crappy television. The what? The plug. What plug? Ah, wait a minute. Hello, it's not the plug, it's something else. I'll fix it myself. Tells me it's the plug. When he calls me Mr. Clark, I tell him it was the plug. The hell with all of it. Hey, bang all you want, I'm not turning it off. I'm lucky it works.
Well, Willie, it's me, Ben.
Who's that?
Ben.
Ben, is that you?
Yes, Uncle Willie, it's Ben. Open the door.
All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Anything wrong?
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I'm locked in, the lock's broken. I'm locked in. Go down and tell the boy Sandy. Tell him Mr. Clark's locked in.
What is it, the latch?
It's the latch, it's broken. I'm locked in. Go tell the boy Sandy. I'll get somebody.
Last week, don't try to force it, just slide it out. Do you hear me? Don't force it, slide it out.
Wait a minute, it's open. Never mind, I did it myself.
Probably have to oil it.
I don't have to oil nothing. The hell with it.
Feeling all right?
What is this, Wednesday?
Certainly it's Wednesday. Don't I always come on Wednesdays?
But this is Wednesday today?
Yes, of course it is. Haven't you been out?
When?
I don't know, today, yesterday, this week. You haven't been out all week?
Sunday. I went to the park Sunday.
What are you looking for?
My variety.
I just gave it to you. It's under your arm.
Why do you put it there? He puts it under my arm.
You been eating properly? No corned beef sandwiches, I hope?
Is this today's?
Certainly it's today's. Variety comes out on Wednesdays, doesn't it? And today's Wednesday.
I was just asking. Don't get so excited, because I already read last Wednesday.
Look, I got you 6 different kinds of soup, all low sodium, salt free. Very good for you. You listening?
I'm listening. You got 6 lousy tasting soups. Did you see this?
What?
What I'm looking at. Did you see this?
How do I know what you're looking at?
2 new musicals went to rehearsal today, and I didn't even get an audition. Why didn't I get an audition?
Because there were no parts for you. One of them is a young rock musical, and the other show is all black.
What's the matter? I can't do black. I did black in 1928, and when I did black, you understood the words. Not like today.
Yes, but I'm sorry, you're not the kind of black they're looking for. Hey, it's freezing in here. Why is it so cold in here? Don't you ever send up any heat?
How do you like that? Saul Burton died.
Who?
Saul Burton, the songwriter. 89 years old. Went like that. From nothing.
Why don't you put on a sweater?
I knew him very well. He was a terrible person. Mean. He should rest in peace, but he was a mean person. His best friends didn't like him.
Why is it so cold in here?
You know what kind of songs he wrote? The worst. The worst songs ever written were written by Saul Burton. Lady, lady, be my baby. Did you ever hear anything so rotten? Baby, he rhymes with lady. No wonder he's dead.
You know, this radiator is ice cold, Uncle Willie. You can't live here anymore. You gotta let me find you another place. You're gonna get sick. I've been asking for 7 years.
Tom Jones is getting $100,000 a week in Las Vegas. When Lewis and I were headlining the Palace didn't cost $100,000.
That was 40 years ago, and 40 years ago, this place was already 20 years old. They should tear it down. They take advantage of all you people in here because they know you don't want to move.
No cigars?
You're not supposed to have cigars.
Where's the cigar?
You know the doctor told you you're not supposed to smoke cigars anymore. I didn't bring any.
Give me the cigar!
What cigars? I just said I didn't have them. Will you forget the cigars?
Where are they, in the
They're
bed?
on the bottom. I only bought 3. It's the last time I'm doing it.
So how's your family? The children all right?
Suddenly you're interested in my family. It's not going to work, Uncle Willie. I'm not bringing you any more cigars.
I just want to know how the children are.
The children are fine. They're wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Next time, bring the big cigars.
You don't even know their names. What are the names of my children?
Millie and Sidney.
Amanda and Michael.
You didn't like Millie and Sidney?
I was never going to name them Millie and Sidney. You forgot, so you made something up. You forget everything. I bet you forgot to drink the milk from last week. That is still in the refrigerator. There it is. There's the milk from last week.
Do they know who I am?
Who?
Amanda and Sidney.
Amanda and Michael. You're a big star in vaudeville. They're 3 years old, Uncle Willie. You think they remember vaudeville? I never even saw vaudeville. You know, this refrigerator isn't going to last another 2 days.
Did you tell them 6 times on the Ed Sullivan Show?
I never heard of Ed Sullivan, Uncle Willie. They're 3 years old. They don't follow show business. Wait, what are you doing? No, you're not going to smoke that now. You promised me you would only smoke one after dinner.
Am I smoking it? Do you see smoke coming from the cigar?
But you have it in your mouth.
I'm rehearsing. After dinner, I do the show.
I am in the most aggravating business in the world, and I don't get aggravated until I come here.
So don't come. I got Social Security.
Oh, you think that's funny? I don't think that's funny, Uncle Willie.
If you had a sense of humor, you'd think it was funny.
I have a terrific sense of humor.
Like your father. He laughed once in 1932.
I can't talk to you.
Why, they're funny today? You tell me who you think is funny today, and I'll show you where he's not funny.
Let's not get into that, all right? I gotta get back to the office. Just promise me you'll have a decent lunch.
If I were to tell a joke and get a laugh from you, I'd throw it out.
How can I laugh when I see you like this, Uncle Willie? Come on. You sit in a freezing apartment all day in your pajamas. You're watching soap operas on a $35 television set that doesn't even have a vertical hold. The picture just goes around and around. Pretty soon your eyes are going to roll around your head. You don't eat anything. You never go out because you can't figure out how to work the lock on the door. Remember when you locked yourself in the bathroom overnight? It's a lucky thing you leave bread in there, otherwise you would have starved. And you wonder why I worry.
Calvin Coolidge, that's your kind.
Look, Uncle Willie, just promise me you'll eat decently.
I'll eat decently. I'll wear a blue suit, a white shirt, and black shoes.
And if you're waiting for a laugh, you're not going to get one from
Who
me.
could live that long? Get me a job instead of a laugh.
I've been trying. It's not that easy. There's not that much work in town. Most of the work is in commercials, and you know we've had a little trouble in that area.
What, the potato chips? The potato chips was not mine.
Forget the potato chips.
What about the chicken injector? Didn't I audition funny for the chicken
You were
injector?
very funny, but your hand was shaking. We can't show a man shaving with a shaking hand.
Why couldn't you get me on the Alka-Seltzer? I got a terrific face for an upset stomach.
I submitted you. I submitted you 20 times.
So what's the matter with 21?
Because the word is out in the industry that you can't remember the lines, and they are simply not interested.
I couldn't remember the lines. I couldn't remember the lines? I don't remember that.
For the Frito-Lay's potato chips, huh? I sent you over to the studio. You couldn't even remember the address.
Don't tell me I didn't remember the lines. The lines I remember beautifully. It was the name of the potato chips I couldn't remember. What was it?
Frito-Lay's.
Say it again.
Frito-Lay's.
You see, I still can't remember because it's not funny. If you say Alka-Seltzer is funny, you say Alka-Seltzer, you get a laugh. That other word is not funny. What is it?
Frito-Lay's.
Maybe in Mexico it's funny, not here. 57 years I'm in this business, you'll learn a few things. You know what makes an audience laugh? You know which words are funny and which words are not funny?
You told me 100 times. I'll go.
Words with a K in it are funny. You didn't know that, did you? If it doesn't have a K in it, it's not funny. I'll tell you which words always get a laugh.
Chicken.
Chicken is funny.
Pickle.
Pickle is funny.
Cupcake.
Cupcake is funny. Tomatoes not funny. Roast beef not funny.
But cookie.
But cookie is funny.
I know, you've explained that to me ever since I was a little boy.
Cucumber's funny.
Car keys.
Car keys is funny.
Cleveland.
Cleveland's
Look,
funny.
Uncle
Maryland is not funny.
I gotta get back to the office, but I gotta talk to you first. I got a call yesterday from CBS.
Casey Stengel, that's a funny name. Robert
Why
Taylor's not
won't
funny.
you listen to me?
I heard you got a call from NBC.
CBS.
Whatever.
CBS is doing a big special next month. Hour and a half variety show. They're gonna have some of the biggest names in show business. They're trying to get Flip Wilson to host the show.
Him I like. He gives me a laugh with his dress and a little giggle and that red wig. Now that's a funny boy. What's that boy's name again?
Flip Wilson, and it doesn't have a K.
But he's black with a K.
Yes, actually, I do see what you mean. Anyway, the theme of the
What's
show...
the theme of the show?
theme of the show is the history of comedy dating from early Greek times through the days of vaudeville right up to today's stars.
Why couldn't you get me on this show?
I got you on the show.
Alone?
It's going to be a big show, actually.
Alone?
You should see the ratings they're expecting for this show.
Alone?
With Lewis.
Then you ain't got me on the show.
Let me finish.
You finish, it's no.
Can we discuss it for a minute? Come on.
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Say no.
You could have the courtesy of hearing me out. They begged me at CBS. Begged me.
Talk faster because you're coming up to another no.
They said to me the history of comedy in the United States would not be complete unless it included one of the greatest teams ever to come out of show business, Lewis and Clark, the Sunshine Boys. The vice president of CBS said this to me on the phone.
The vice president said this?
Yes, he's one of the greatest Lewis and Clark fans in this country. He knows by heart all of your routines.
Then let him go on with that bastard.
It's just one night. It's one last shot. They'll pay $10,000 for the team. Come on, that's more money than you made in 2 years. Look, that is top money for these shows. $5,000 a piece. It's more money than you made in 2 years.
I don't need money. I live alone. I got 2 nice suits. I don't have a pussycat. I'm very happy.
You're not happy. You're miserable.
I'm happy. I just look miserable.
You are dying to work again. I know you are. You call me 6 times a day at the office. I can barely see over my desk for all your messages.
Call me back sometime. You won't get so many messages.
I call you every day, and I'm up here every Wednesday, rain or shine, winter or summer, flu or diphtheria.
What are you, a mailman? You're a nephew. I don't ask you to come here. You're my brother's son, and you're very nice to me, and I appreciate that. But I never ask you for anything except for a job. You're a good boy, but a stinking agent.
No, I'm a good agent. I am a good agent. God damn it, don't say that to me, Uncle Willie. I'm a goddamn good agent.
What are you screaming for? What is it, such a wonderful thing to be a good agent?
Now I got chest pains. You give me chest pains, Uncle Willie.
It's my fault you get excited?
Yes, I only get chest pains on Wednesdays.
So come on Tuesday.
I'm going. You're impossible to talk to. I'm not coming back anymore. Forget the variety show.
I forgot
I'm not
it.
coming back anymore. I'm not bringing you your cigars, your low-sodium soups, your variety. Understand? I'm not coming back.
Good, take care of yourself. Say hello to Millie and Phyllis.
Why won't you do this with me, Uncle Willie? Come on. I'm not asking you to be partners again. If you two don't get along, all right. But this is just one show. It's one last shot. Once you get an exposure like that, Alka-Seltzer's going to come begging me to sign you up. Jesus, how's it going to look if I go back to the office and I tell them I couldn't make a deal with my own uncle?
My personal opinion, lousy.
Do you really hate Al Lewis that much?
I don't discuss Al Lewis anymore.
Yeah, well, we have to discuss him because CBS is waiting to hear, and if we turn him down, I want to have a pretty good reason why. You haven't seen him in, what, 10 years now?
11 years.
I mean, you haven't spoken to the man in 11 years?
I haven't seen him in 11 years. I haven't spoken to him in 12 years.
You mean you spoke to him for a whole year? You saw him for a whole year that you didn't speak to him?
It wasn't easy. I had to sneak around backstage a lot.
But you spoke to him on stage?
Not to him. If he played a gypsy, I spoke to a gypsy. If he played a lunatic, I spoke to a lunatic. But that bastard I didn't speak to.
No, I don't believe that.
You don't believe it? I can show you witnesses who saw me never speaking to. Look.
Uncle Willie, it's been 11 years. Hasn't time changed anything for you?
Yes, I hate him 11 years more.
Why?
Why? You never met him?
Sure, I met him. I was 15 years old. I met him at a benefit at Madison Square Garden and once backstage at some television show. He seemed nice enough to me.
That's only twice. You had to meet him 3 times to hate him.
Look, Uncle Willie, can I make a suggestion?
He used to give me the finger.
The what?
The finger. The finger. He poked me in the chest with the finger. He'd say, listen, doctor, I'm telling you, doctor. You know what I mean, doctor? It hurts, doesn't it? How would you like that for 43 years? I got a black and blue hole in my chest. My wife, to a dying day, thought it was a tattoo. I haven't worked with him now in 11 years. It's just beginning to fade away. The man had the sharpest finger in show business.
If you work with him again, I promise I'll buy you a thick padded undershirt.
You think I never did that? One night I put a steel plate under my shirt. He gave me the finger. He had it in a splint for a month.
There's got to be something you're not telling me. You don't work with a man for 43 years without some bond of affection remaining.
You want to hear other things? He used to spit in my face. On stage, the man would spit in my face.
Not on purpose.
He tells me not on purpose. If there was some way I could have saved the spit, I'd show it to you.
You mean the man would just stand there and spit in your face?
What do you think? He was stupid. He worked it into the act. He would stand there with his nose on top of my nose and purposely only say words that began with a T. Tootsie. Like, some nights I thought I would drown. I don't know where he got it from. I think he would drink all day and save it up for the night.
I will put it in the contract. If he spits at you, she won't get paid.
If he can get another chance to spit at me, he wouldn't want to get paid.
All right. Let me ask you one question. If it was all that bad, then why'd you stick together for 43 years?
Because he was terrific. There'll never be another one like him. Nobody could time a joke the way he could time a joke. No one could say a line the way he said it. I knew what he was thinking, he knew what I was thinking. One person, that's what we were. No. Al Lewis was the best. The best! You understand?
I understand.
As an actor, no one could touch him. As a human being, no one wanted to touch him.
All right. So, what'd I tell CBS? No deal because Al Lewis spits?
You know when the last time was we worked together? 11 years ago on the Ed Sullivan Show, July 27th. He wouldn't put us on in the winter when people were watching, but never mind. We did the doctor and the tax examination. You never saw that, did you?
No, but I heard it's wonderful.
What about a classic? A classic! A dead person watching that sketch would laugh. We did it maybe 8,000 times, it never missed. That night it missed. There was something wrong with him. He was rushing, his timing was off, his mind was someplace else. I thought he was sick, but still we got terrific applause. 5 times Ed Sullivan said, "How about that?" We go back to the dressing room, he takes off his makeup, puts on his clothes, and says to me, "Willie, if it's all the same to you, I'm retiring." I says, "What do you mean retiring? It's not even 9 o'clock. Let's have something to eat." He says, "No, I'm not retiring for the night. I'm retiring for what's left of my life." With that, he puts on his hat, walks out of the theater, and becomes a stockbroker. And I'm left with an act where I ask questions, no one there to answer it. Never saw the man again to this day. Oh, he called me, I wouldn't answer. He wrote me, I tore it up. He sent me telegrams. They're probably still under the door.
Well, with all due respect, Uncle Willie, you really weren't getting that much work anymore. Maybe he just got tired of doing the same thing for 43 years. I mean, a man's got a right to retire when he wants, right?
No, not him. Don't forget when he retired himself, he retired me too. And damn it, I wasn't ready yet. Now suddenly maybe he needs $5,000. He wants to come crawling back. Well, the hell with him. I'm a single now.
I spoke to Al Lewis on the phone last night. And he doesn't care about the money. He just wants to do the show again for old time's sake, for his grandchildren who never saw him.
Sure, he probably retired broke from the stock market. I guarantee you those high-class people never got a spit in the face once.
Did you know his wife died 2 years ago, huh? He's living with his daughter now somewhere in New Jersey. He never does anything. He's got very bad asthma. He's got arthritis. He's got poor blood circulation.
I'll send him a pump. He'll outlive you, believe me.
He wants very much to do this show.
With arthritis, forget it. Instead of a finger, poke me with a cane.
CBS wants you to do the doctor sketch. You know, Lewis told me that he could get on a stage tonight and do that sketch letter perfect. He said he doesn't even need to rehearse it.
I don't even want to discuss it. And in second place, I definitely would not do it without a rehearsal.
All right, then can you agree to this?
No!
Hold on. Just agree to rehearse with him one day, and if it doesn't work out, we'll call it off.
I don't trust him. I think he's been playing this for 11 years. We'll rehearse all week, then he'll walk out.
I'm going to call him and set up a rehearsal for Monday.
Wait a minute, I got to think about this.
No thinking. We got CBS is waiting to hear.
What's their rush? When are they going out of business?
I'm dialing him, Uncle Willie, okay?
All right, 60-40. I get 6,000, he gets 4,000. What the hell can he buy in New Jersey anyway?
I can't do that. God, I hope this works.
All right, tell him I'm against it. I want him to know I'll do it with an against it.
It's ringing.
And he's got to come here. I'm not going there. You
Where can he
understand?
be? I told him I'd call around 1.
Sure, you know what he's doing? He's practicing spitting.
Hello. Yes, Mr. Lewis. It's Ben Silverman. Fine, thank you. Yes. I'm here with him now.
Willie Clark, the one he left on the Ed Sullivan
No,
Show.
it's okay, Mr. Lewis. That's okay.
Ask him if he remembers.
No, Uncle Willie said yes.
With an against it. Don't forget the against it.
No. He's very anxious to do
Who's anxious I'm against it? Tell him you lousy nephew.
Can you come here for a rehearsal? Monday, sometime in the morning, maybe? How long's the drive? About 2 hours?
Make it 9 o'clock.
Be reasonable, Willie. No, 11 o'clock would be swell. Yes. Can you give me your address?
And
send
tell
you
him
the
he starts with
contract.
the spinning a poker and take him to court. I'll have a man on the show watching. Tell him.
West Davenport Drive.
Tell him I
sure.
don't want any
South
tell him.
Pleasant, New Jersey. I
Tell
got
him.
you.
Turn it.
Uncle Willie, it's Ben.
Ben, is that you?
Yes, Uncle Willie, open the door.
You're alone or he's with you?
I'm alone.
All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Slide it, don't push it.
Wait a minute, I'll push it.
Push it, slide it.
Wait a minute.
He's supposed to
Slide it.
Rushed like crazy. I didn't want him getting here before me. Did he call or anything?
Where's the variety?
It's Monday, not Wednesday. Didn't you remember it was Monday?
I remember, but I forgot.
What is this? What are you wearing? You look half dressed.
What, him? I should get all dressed?
All right, well, I mean, are you nervous or anything? You feeling all right?
Why should I be nervous? He should be nervous. I don't get nervous.
Good.
Listen, I changed my mind. I'm not doing it.
What?
Don't get so upset. Everything is the same before, except I'm not doing it.
When did you decide that?
I decided when you asked.
No, you didn't. You said you would do it.
That was a bad decision. This time I made a good one.
Well, I'm sorry, but you have to do it. I already told CBS you'd be rehearsing this week, and more importantly, that man is on his way over here right now, and I am not going to tell him you called it off.
We'll leave him a note outside the door.
We are not leaving any notes. Look, that is why I came here this morning. I knew you were going to try something like this. I am going to stay until you two are acting like civilized adults, and when you are ready to rehearse, I'm going to leave. Is that understood?
I'm sick. I woke up sick today.
No, you're not.
What are you, a doctor? You're an agent. I'm telling you I'm sick.
What's wrong?
I think I got hepatitis.
You don't even know what hepatitis is.
If you got it, what's the difference?
There is nothing wrong with you except a good case of the nerves. And I don't care what your excuse is. You're going to go through with this. You promised me you would give it one day.
I'll pick another day.
Today! You're going to meet with him and rehearse with him today. Why don't you just stop and behave yourself?
What do you mean behave yourself? Who do you think you're talking to? Susan and Jackie?
Amanda and Jackie. Michael! Amanda and Michael. Oh, now I'm getting chest pains on Monday.
Anyway, he's late. He's purposely coming late just to aggravate me.
He's not late. It's 2 minutes after 11.
So is he early? He's late.
You are looking to start trouble, I can tell.
I was up and dressed at 8 o'clock. Don't tell me.
Oh, then why didn't you shave?
Get me the shit commercial. I'll shave. You know, I really think I got hepatitis. Look how green I look.
You don't get green from hepatitis, you get yellow.
Maybe I got a very bad case.
You know, you're getting me worried. Maybe he's sick. Maybe I should call him.
You believe he's sick, but me you don't believe. Why don't you become his nephew?
That's him. You want me to get it?
Okay, what? I didn't hear anything.
Take it easy, all right? Come on, take it easy. Behave yourself, please, and give this a chance. Promise me you'll give this a chance.
I'll give it every possible chance in the world, but it's not going to work.
Where are you going?
To make tea, I feel like some hot
Now? Mr. Lewis, how do you do? I'm Ben Silverman.
Oh yes, how are you?
Yes, fine, thank you. We met actually a long time ago. It was backstage. I forget the theater. It must have been 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember you certainly, yes. It was Backstage, maybe 15, 20 years ago. I forget the theater.
Well, please sit down. Uncle Willie's making some tea.
Thank you very much.
So, did you have any trouble getting in from Jersey?
Oh, my daughter drove me in. She has a car.
Oh, that's nice.
A 1972 Chrysler.
Chrysler's a wonderful car.
Yeah, the big one, the Imperial.
I know, I drove it.
My daughter's car?
No, the big Chrysler Imperial. I rented one in California.
No, she owns.
No, I understand. Do you get into New York often?
Well, today's the first time in 2 years.
Really? How did you find it?
My daughter drove.
No, I meant, did you find that the city is different in the 2 years since you've been here?
Well, it's not my New York.
Oh, no, I suppose it's not. Hey, I'm very excited about all this. Really, for that matter, everyone in the industry is.
Well, we'll see.
How we doing with the tea, Willie? It's probably not boiling yet. I wanted to get a car to pick you up and take you home after you're through rehearsing.
My daughter's gonna pick me up.
Oh, great. What time did you say? About 4 or 5?
She's gonna call me every hour.
Right.
1 tea or 2 teas?
Look who it is. I bet it's been a long time since you two have seen each other.
1 tea or 2 teas?
I was just leaving, but Mr. Lewis, some tea?
No, tea would be nice, thank you.
Just the 1 tea, Willie.
Are you sure I got 2 tea bowls I can dunk again?
No, I gotta get back to the office, honestly.
1 tea.
So, do you have any questions about the show that I could help you with? Like maybe about the studio or the rehearsals or the air date, things like that?
Like what?
Like the studio or the rehearsals or the air date. Anything on your mind I can help you with?
You got the props?
Which props are those?
The props for the doctor sketch. You gotta have props.
Seriously, what do you need? I'll tell them.
Well, let's see. You need a desk and a telephone, a pointer, a blackboard, a piece of white chalk, a piece of red chalk, a skeleton not too tall, a stethoscope, a thermometer, an stick.
An ah stick? What's an ah stick?
To put in your mouth to say ah.
Right, an ah stick.
A look stick,
A
about
look stick? I'm sorry, what's a look stick?
a stick to look in the ears with cotton on the end,
Right, a look stick.
and a bottle of pills, big ones, like for a horse.
About that big?
No, like that's for a pony. For a horse like this. And some bandages and cotton and an eye
Hold on,
chart.
you're going too fast.
A desk. A telephone.
No, I got all that, actually. I meant after the cotton and the eye chart.
A man's suit, size 48, like the one I'm wearing.
Also in gray?
What do I need 2 gray suits? Give me a brown stripe.
Right, brown stripe. Okay, is that it?
That's it.
A piece of liver!
That's it, plus a piece of liver.
What kind of liver?
Regular calf's liver from the butcher.
How much, about a pound?
A little laugh is a pound. The big laugh is 2 pounds. 3 pounds and a lot of blood will bring the house down.
Okay, is that all?
That's all, and the redhead.
Yeah, you mean a woman?
Did you ever see a red-headed nurse who was a man? And big as you can get. With a big chest, huh? A 40, a 45, and a nice bottom.
Okay. Sexy girl with a full round rear end. Got it.
About like this. This is too small. This is too big. But like this is perfect.
I understand.
If you can bring me pictures, I'll pick one out.
There's a million girls like that around.
The one we had was the best. I would call her, but she's maybe 55, 60.
No, I'll get a girl. Anything else?
No, not for me.
Uncle Willie?
I wasn't listening.
All right, well, if either of you two think of anything you need, you can give me a call. Oh, it's 11:15. I gotta go. I gotta get back to the office. Uncle Willie, I'm going. Mr. Lewis, actually, I just can't express to you how happy I am. And, on behalf of all the millions of young people that never got to see Lewis and Clark work, I just wanted to say thank you. To both of you, really. To both of you, Uncle Willie.
Well, I hope they won't be disappointed.
Oh, they won't be.
I know they won't. I'm just saying it.
Right. Well, I'm going, Uncle Willie. Goodbye.
I'll show you the elevator.
I know where the elevator is. Where are you going, Uncle Willie? I will call you later. I just can't tell you how happy it makes me to see the two of you reunited. The kings of comedy. I can tell. This must be very exciting for both of you, isn't it? We're off to a great start. Okay. I will call you later. Goodbye.
Sugar?
If you got...
I got sugar. You like a cracker?
What kind of cracker?
Graham, chocolate, coconut, whatever you want.
Maybe just a plain cracker.
I don't have plain crackers. I got Graham, chocolate, and coconut.
All right, a Graham cracker.
They're in the kitchen, in the closet.
Maybe later.
I was sorry to hear about Lillian.
Thank you.
She was a nice woman. I always liked Lillian.
Thank you.
And how about you?
Thank God, not wood. Perfect.
I heard different. I heard your blood didn't circulate.
Not true. My blood circulates. I'm not saying everywhere, but it circulates.
Is that why you use a cane?
That's not a cane. That's a walking stick. Maybe once in a great while it's a cane.
I've been lucky, thank God. I'm in the pink.
Yeah, I was looking. I thought for a minute you were having a flush.
You know, Saul Burton died.
Go on. Who's Saul Burton?
You don't remember Saul Burton?
Oh, yes, the manager from the Belasco.
That's Saul Bernstein.
Not Saul Bernstein. Saul Burton was the manager from the Belasco.
Saul Bernstein was the manager from the Belasco, and it wasn't the Belasco, it was the Morosco.
Sid Weinstein was the manager from the Morosco. Saul Burton was the manager from the Belasco, and Saul Bernstein, I don't know who the hell was.
How can you remember anything if your blood doesn't circulate?
It circulates in my head, it just doesn't circulate in my feet.
Is anything coming down?
Say, wait a minute. Wasn't Sid Weinstein the songwriter?
No, for God's sakes, that's Saul Burton.
Who wrote Lady, Lady, Be My Baby?
That's what I'm telling you, Saul Burton, the lousy songwriter.
Oh, that's Saul Burton. He died?
Last week,
Where?
in Variety.
Sure, now I remember. And how was Sal Bernstein?
I didn't read anything.
Good, I always liked Sal Bernstein. So, tell me, this is where you live now?
Didn't I always live here?
No, you used to live in the big suite.
This is the big suite. Now it's 5 small suites.
That's what they do today. Anything to squeeze $1. Tell me something. What do they charge now for this small suite?
Same as they used to charge for the big suite.
Well, you know, I have a very nice room with my daughter in New Jersey. I have my own bathroom. They don't bother me. I don't bother them.
What is it, in the country?
Certainly it's in the country. Where do you think New Jersey is? In the city?
New Jersey's what I see from the bench on Riverside Drive. So what they got, a private house?
Certainly it's a private house, and it is some big place. 3/4 of an acre. They got their own trees and their own bushes, a nice little swimming pool for the kids. They blow up in the summertime, a big doghouse in the back, a nice swing, a rock garden.
A what?
A rock garden.
What do you mean a rock garden? You mean for rocks?
You never saw a rock garden?
And I'm not that anxious.
No, it's rock garden is beautiful. A Chinaman made it. Someday you'll take a bus and come out and I'll show you.
I should drive all the way out to New Jersey on a bus to see a rock garden?
You don't even know what I'm talking about. You have to live in the country to appreciate it. I never thought it was possible I could be so happy in the country.
You don't mind it's so quiet?
They got noise in New Jersey, only it's a quiet noise. Birds and drizzling. Not like here with the buses and the trucks and the yelling and the
Well,
screaming.
it's different for you. You like the country better because you're retired. You can sit on a porch, look at a tree, watch a bush growing. You're still not active like me. You got a different temperament. You're a slow person.
I'm a slow person?
You're here 15 minutes, you still got a whole cup of tea. I'm finished already.
That's right. You're finished and I'm still enjoying. That was always the difference with us.
No, you're wrong, because I can get up and make a second cup of tea and enjoy it twice as much as you. See, I like a busy life. That's why I love the city. I gotta be near a phone. I never know when a picture's gonna come up, a musical, a commercial.
Wait. When did you do a picture?
They're negotiating.
When did you do a musical?
They're talking.
When did you do a commercial?
All the time. I did one last week.
For what?
For that, what is it, the potato chip.
What potato chips?
The crispy potato chips. You know.
What do I know? I don't eat potato chips.
What's the difference what the name is?
They hire you to sell potato chips and you can't remember the name?
Did you remember Saul Burton?
I'm not selling Sal Burton.
I don't know.
Jersey to argue with.
So, what do you think? You want to do the doctor sketch?
Well, listen, you know, it's very good money. It's only a few days' work, and I can be back in New Jersey. So if you feel you'd like to do it, then my feeling is I'm agreeable.
And my feeling they told you?
What?
They didn't tell you. My feeling is I'm against it.
You're against it?
Right, but I'll do it if you want to.
No, I don't want to do it if you're against it. If you're against it, don't do it.
What do you care if I'm against it as long as we're doing it? I just want you to know why I'm doing it.
Don't do me any favors.
Who's doing you a favor? I'm doing my nephew a favor. Be good for him in the business if we do it.
You sure?
Certainly I'm sure. It's a big break for a kid like that to get big stars like us.
Oh, well, that's different. In that case, I'm against it too, but I'll do it.
As long as we understand each other.
And I want to be sure that you know I am not doing it for the money. The money goes to my grandchildren.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. But not right now, only if I die. If I don't die, it'll be for my old age.
The same with me.
You don't have grandchildren.
My nephew's children, Sidney and Marvin.
Okay, very good.
All right, so you want to rehearse?
You're not against rehearsing?
Why should I be against rehearsing? I'm only against doing the show. Rehearsing is important.
All right, let's rehearse. Why don't we move the furniture and we'll make the set?
All right. Wait a minute, what the hell are we doing here?
I'm fixing up the set. I don't know what you're doing.
You're fixing up the set?
That's right.
You're fixing up the set for the doctor sketch?
Oh, the doctor sketch.
Are you fixing up for the doctor sketch, or are you redecorating my apartment?
I'm fixing up for the doctor sketch, and if you leave what I'm doing alone, we'd be finished.
We'd be finished, but we'd be wrong.
Not for the doctor sketch. I know what I'm doing. I've done this sketch for 43 years.
And where was I all that time, taking a smoke? Who do you think did it with you for 43 years? That was me, mister.
Don't call me mister. You know my name. I never liked it when you called me mister.
It's not a dirty word.
It is when you say it.
Forgive me, sir.
All right, let's please, for Pete's sakes, fix up for the doctor sketch.
Why, you think you know how to do it, you fix it up.
It'll be my pleasure. There you are. That's the doctor sketch.
For how much money?
I don't want to bet you.
You afraid you're gonna lose?
No, I'm afraid I'm going to win. You don't even have enough to buy a box of plain crackers.
Don't be so afraid you're gonna win because you're gonna lose. That's not the doctor sketch, that's the gypsy chiropractor sketch.
You positive?
I'm more than positive, I'm sure.
All right, then. Show me the doctor sketch.
All right. There, that's the doctor.
You know what you are, Willie? You're a lollapalooza.
If I'm a Lollapalooza, you're a mister.
All right, let's please, for Pete's sakes, let's rehearse the sketch.
All right, you go outside, I'm in the office.
Wait a minute, do you want to do the part with the nurse first?
Do you see a nurse here? How can I rehearse with a nurse that's not here?
I'm just asking you a question. I'm not allowed to ask questions?
Ask whatever you want, but try to make them intelligent questions.
Oh, I beg your pardon, but I usually ask the kind of question to the kind of person I'm talking to, if you get my drift.
I get it, mister.
All right, we'll skip over the nurse's part and we'll start from where I come in.
All right, from where you come in, so first go out.
All right, I'm outside. Knock, knock, knock. I'm looking for the doctor.
Wait a minute, you're not outside.
Certainly I'm outside.
If you were outside, you couldn't see me, could you?
No?
Can you see me?
Yes?
So you're not outside, go all the way outside. What the hell kind of rehearsal is this?
It's just a rehearsal. Can't you make believe I'm all the way out in the hall?
I can also make believe you're still in New Jersey, but you're not. You're here. Let's try to have a professional rehearsal here, for God's sake. We haven't got a nurse, but we got a door. Let's use what we got.
Listen, we're not going to stop for every little thing, are we? I don't know how many years I got left, and I don't want to spend them rehearsing.
We're not going to stop for the little things. We're only going to stop for the big thing. The door is a big thing.
All right, I'll go through the door, I'll come back in, we'll run through the sketch once or twice, and that'll be it for today, all right?
Right. Unless another big thing comes up.
All right, I'm going out. I'll be right back in. If I'm outside and my daughter calls, tell her to pick me up in an hour.
She can pick you up now for all I care. All right, knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Don't say it, for God's sakes, do it. He probably went crazy in the country. I'm ready. All right, knock, knock, knock. Come in! All right, come in already.
Not now, but it's not.
All right, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Wait a minute. It's not locked. Wait a minute. It's locked. Go down and tell the boy Sandy. Tell him it's locked. What are you wasting time for? Go tell the boy Sandy. Tell him it's locked.
I fixed it.
Fix it. You just don't know how to open the door.
Did my daughter call?
You know, I think he went crazy in the country.
You want to stand here and insult me, or do you want to rehearse the sketch?
I'd like to do both, but we haven't got the time. All right, let's forget the door. Standing here and say knock, knock, knock.
Hope I can get out again.
I hope so, too. All right, knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Enter!
What do you mean, enter? What happened to come in?
It's the same thing, isn't it? Enter, come in. What's the difference as long as you're in?
The difference is we've done this sketch 12,000 times, and it always started when you say come in. Suddenly it's enter. Why today, after all these years, do you suddenly change it to enter?
I'm trying to freshen up the act.
Who asked you to freshen up the act? They asked us to do the doctor sketch, didn't they? It always starts with come in, not enter. If you want to freshen something up, put some flowers in here.
You know, there's a new generation today. This isn't 1934, you know.
No, kid, and I didn't get today's paper.
What's bad about enter instead of come in?
Because it's different. You know why we've been doing this the same way for 43 years? Because it's good.
And you know why we don't do it anymore? Because we've been doing it the same way for 43 years.
So if we're not doing it anymore, why are we changing it?
Can I make a comment, nothing personal? I think you've been sitting on the New Jersey porch too long.
What does that mean?
That means I think you've been sitting on the New Jersey porch too long. From my window, I see everything that goes on in the world. I see old people, I see young people, I see nice people, I see bad people, I see holdups, drug addicts, ambulances, car crashes, jumpers from buildings. I see everything. You see a lawnmower and a milkman.
And that's why you want to say enter instead of come in?
Are you listening to me?
Why, there's somebody else in the room?
You don't know the first thing that's going on today.
All right, what's going on today?
Did you ever hear the expression, that's where it is? Well, this is where it is, and that's where I am.
Oh, I see. And did you ever hear the expression, you don't know what the hell you're talking about? It comes right in front of the other expression, you never knew what you were talking about.
I wasn't the one who retired. You know why you retired? Because you were tired and you were getting old-fashioned. And I was still new-fashioned, and I'll always be.
Oh, I see. And that's why you're in such demand, huh? That's why you're such a hot property. That's why you're in movies you're not in. And that's why you do musicals you don't do. And that's why you make commercials you can't make, because you can't even remember them to make them.
You know what I do remember? I remember what a pain in the ass you ought to work with. That's what I remember.
That's right. And when you worked with this pain in the ass, you lived in the 5-room suite. Now you live in a 1-room suite. And you're still wearing the same damn pajamas you wore in the 5-room suite.
I don't have to take this crap from you.
You're lucky to be getting it. No one else wants to give it to you.
Listen, I don't want to argue with you. After you say knock, 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 I'm saying enter. If you don't like it, you don't have to come in.
You can't say nothing without my permission. I own 50% of this act.
Then say your 50%. I'm saying enter on my 50%.
If you say enter after knock, 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 I'm coming in all right, but not alone. I'm bringing a lawyer with me.
Where? From New Jersey? You're lucky if a cow comes with you.
Against you in court, I could win with the cow.
The finger! You're giving me the finger again! Start with the finger!
Listen, I'll tell you the truth now. I didn't retire. I escaped.
The next time you give me the finger, say goodbye to the finger!
Listen, I got a terrific idea. Instead of working together again, let's never work together again. You're crazy.
I'm crazy, huh? I'm crazy!
Keep saying it till you believe it.
I may be crazy, but you're senile. You know what that is?
I'm not giving you any straight lines.
Crazy is when you got a couple of parts go wrong. Senile is when you went the hell out of business. That's you, mister. Get away from that phone. Hello?
Is that my daughter?
Hello, how are you?
Is that my daughter? Is that her?
Will you shut up? Will you be quiet? Don't you see me on the phone? Can't you see me talking with a person here, for God's sakes? Will you behave like a human being for 5 seconds? Will you for 5 seconds behave like a human being? Hello? Yes, just a minute. It's your daughter.
Hello? Yeah, hello, sweetheart. No, I can't talk now. No. I said I can't talk now. Because he's a crazy bedbug, that's why.
Mister is no good, but bedbug is all right. Your father's sick. Come and get your sick father.
Don't you see me talking on the phone with a person? Will you please be quiet, for God's sakes? Listen, I want you to pick me up now. No, I don't want to discuss it. Pick me up now in front of the hotel. Don't park too close. It's filthy there. Look, I know what I promised. Don't argue with me. I'm getting into my coat. I'll wait in the street. I'll probably get mugged. Well, yeah, all right, yeah, just a minute. She'd like to talk to you for a second.
Who is it?
Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt. What do you mean, who is it? Did you just say it's your daughter?
I know what you're doing. I forgot her name.
Doris.
What does she want?
And my Doris, she'll tell you.
Hello, dear. Yeah, Willie Clark here. Unpleasantness? There was no unpleasantness. There was stupidity, maybe, but no unpleasantness.
Tell her I'm getting into my coat. Tell her I got one sleeve on already.
I was hoping it would work out, too. I bent over backwards and forwards. He didn't even bend sideways.
The other sleeve is on. Tell her I'm up to my head and then I'm out the door.
It's just a question of one word, darling. Enter. Enter. That's all it comes down to.
The hat is on. I'm all bundled up. Tell her.
Yeah, I'll tell him myself. I promise. Yes, I will. Goodbye, Dorothy. I told her we'll give it one more chance.
Not if you say enter. Come in, I stay. Enter, I go.
Ask me. Knock, knock, knock.
Don't fool around with me. Willie, I got enough pays in my neck. Are you going to say come in?
Ask me. Knock, knock, knock.
I know you, you bastard.
Ask me. Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Enter! Enter!
Eddie!
Yeah, Phil?
Any chance of doing this today?
We're all set here, Phil. We're just waiting for the actors.
What the hell is happening?
I don't know. There's a problem with the makeup. Mr. Clark wants a number 7 amber or something.
Well, get it for him.
Where? They stopped making it 34 years ago. And Mr. Lewis says the ah sticks are too short.
What?
The ah sticks. Don't ask me. I'm still trying to figure out what a look stick is.
What the hell are we making here? The Ten Commandments? Tell us just a dress rehearsal. We'll worry about the props later. Let's get moving, Eddie. Christ almighty.
Mr. Schaefer, I'm terribly sorry about the delay. Mr. Lewis and Mr. Clark have had some technical problems backstage.
Yeah, well, we've had it all week. I'm afraid we're running out of time. I've got 12 other numbers to get through today.
I'll get them right out, there's no problem.
Tell them I want to run straight through this time, no stopping. They can clean up whatever they want afterwards.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen past knock, knock, knock come in since Tuesday.
Right. I'll get them out straight ahead, no stopping. Thank you very much.
All right, Eddie, let's run it from the top this time with the voiceover.
What?
Let's run it from the top this time with the voiceover.
Okay, let's run it from the top with a voiceover.
Voiceover.
The Golden Age of comedy reached its zenith during the fabulous and glorious era known as vaudeville. Danny Bryce, W.C. Fields, Eddie Cantor, Ed Wynn, Will Rogers, and a host of other greats fill its Hall of Fame. There are 2 other names that belong on this list, but they can never be listed separately. They are more than a team. They are 2 comic shining lights that beam as one. For Lewis without Clark is like laughter without joy. We are privileged to present tonight their first public performance in over 11 years, or half a century, known as the Sunshine Boys, Mr. Al Lewis and Mr. Willie Clark, in their beloved scene, The Doctor Will See You Now.
Open wide and say ah. Wider. A little wider. Your throat is all right, but you're gonna have some trouble with your stomach. How come? You just swallowed the stick.
Is that bad?
It's terrible. I only got 2 left.
What about getting this stick out?
What am I, a tree surgeon? All right, for another $10, I'll take it out.
That's robbery.
Then forget it. Keep the stick.
No, I'll pay. Take the stick out.
All right, come back tomorrow. On Thursdays, I do woodwork. Oh, nurse! Nursey!
Did you want me, Doctor?
Why do you think I hired you? What's your name again?
Miss McIntosh. You know, like the apples.
The name I forgot, the apples, I remember. Look in my appointment book and see who's next.
It's a Mr. Kornheiser.
Maybe you're wrong. Look in the book, it's better that way.
No, I was right.
So was I.
It's Mr. Kornheiser.
Are you sure? Spell it.
Kornheiser.
What's the first name?
Walter
Stay down for the middle name.
Benjamin.
Don't move and give me the whole thing.
Walter Benjamin Kornheiser.
Wait. From now on, I only want to see patients with long names.
Is there anything else you want, Doctor?
Yeah, call a carpenter and have him make my desk lower.
Yes, Doctor.
Wait, it's hot in here. Did you turn the steam on?
No, Doctor.
In that case, take a $5 raise and send in the next patient before I'm the next patient.
Oh, yes, Doctor. Excuse me. I think I have a chest cold.
Looks more like an epidemic to me.
Yes, Doctor. Is there anything else you can think of?
I can think of it, but I'm not so sure I can do it.
Well, if I can help you, Doctor, that's what a nurse is for.
Oh boy, I'm glad I didn't go to law school. Aha! That must be my next patient. Come in and enter.
I'm looking for the doctor.
Are you sick?
Are you the doctor?
Yes.
I'm not that sick.
What's your name, please?
Kornheiser, Walter Benjamin Kornheiser. You want me to spell it?
Never mind, I got a better speller than you. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Sit down and open your mouth, please.
There's nothing wrong with my mouth.
Then just sit down.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
Then what are you doing here?
I came to examine you.
I think you got everything backwards.
It's possible. I got dressed in a hurry this morning.
You mean you came here for me to examine you?
No, I came here for me to examine you. I'm a tax collector.
Oh, that's nice. I'm a stamp collector. What do you do for a living?
I find out how much money people make.
Oh, a busybody. Make an appointment with the nurse.
I did. I'm seeing her Friday night.
Don't fool around with my nurse. Don't fool around with my nurse. She's a nice girl. She's a Virginian.
A what?
A Virginian. That's where she's from.
Well, she ain't going back. I can tell you that. I got questions to ask you.
I'm too busy to answer questions. I'm a doctor. If you want to see me, you gotta be a patient.
But I'm not sick.
Don't worry, we'll find something.
All right, you examine me, and I'll examine you. Now, my first question is, how much money did you make last year?
Last year I made...
I didn't hear that.
hard of hearing. I knew we'd find something. Did you ever have any childhood diseases?
Not lately.
Father living or deceased?
Both.
What do you mean both?
First he was living, now he's deceased.
What did your father die from?
My mother. Now it's my turn. Are you married?
I'm looking.
Looking to get married?
No, looking to get out.
What are you doing?
I'm examining your lower intestines.
So why do you look in the ear?
If I got a choice of two places to look, I'll take this one.
Never mind. Do you own a car?
Certainly I own a car. Why?
Well, if you use it for medical purposes, you can deduct it from your taxes. What kind of car do you own?
An ambulance.
Do you own a house?
Can I deduct it?
Only if you use it for medical purposes. Where do you live?
In Mount Sinai Hospital. Open your shirt. I want to listen to your heartbeat.
Will this take long?
Not if I hear something. I hear something. You're all right.
Wait, aren't you going to listen with the stethoscope?
Oh, sure. I didn't know you wanted a thorough examination. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You know what you got?
What?
A filthy undershirt.
Never mind that. Am I in good health?
Not unless you change your undershirt.
What is this, a doctor's office or a laundry? I'll bet you never went to medical school.
What are you talking? What are you talking? I went to Columbia Medical School.
Did you pass?
Certainly.
Well, you should have gone in.
Never mind. I'm going to examine your eyes now.
They're perfect. I got 20/20 eyes.
That's too much. All you need is 1 and 1. Look at the chart on the wall. Now put your left hand over your right eye and your right hand over your left eye. Now tell me what you see.
I don't see nothing.
Don't panic. Don't panic. I can cure you. Take your hands away. Can you see now?
Certainly I can see now.
You know I fixed over 2,000 people like that?
It's a miracle.
Thank you.
It's a miracle you're not in jail. Tell me, what do you charge for a visit?
$1.
$1? That's very cheap for an examination.
Oh, it's not examination, it's a visit. Hello and goodbye. Hello and how are you is $10.
If you ask me, you're a quack.
If I was a duck, I would ask you, roll up your sleeve, I want to take some blood.
No, I can't do that.
Why not?
Well, if I see blood, I get sick.
Do what I do. Don't look.
I'm sorry, I'm not giving blood. I'm anemic.
What's anemic?
You're a doctor? You don't know what anemic means?
That's because I'm a specialist.
What do you specialize in?
Everything but anemic.
Listen, can I continue my examination?
You continue yours and I'll continue mine. Cross your legs, please. Does it hurt when I hit you with a hammer?
Ah, yes.
Good. From now on, try not to get hit with a hammer. You see this bottle?
Yes?
You know what you're supposed to do with this bottle?
I think so.
You think so, you know so. If you're not sure, let me know. The girl doesn't come in to clean today.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go in this bottle.
I haven't got time. I have to go over your books.
The hell you will.
If I don't go over your books, the government will come in here and go over your books.
Don't they have a place in Washington?
Certainly, but they have to go where the books are.
The whole government?
No, just the Treasury Department.
Hey, that's a relief.
I'm glad you're relieved.
I wish you were before you came in here.
Oh, Doctor. Dr. Klockenmeyer.
Didn't I tell you not to bust in here?
There's a Miss Kolodny on the phone. She wants you to rush right over and deliver her baby.
I'm busy now. Tell her I'll mail it to her in the morning.
Yes, Doctor.
Where did you find a couple of nurses like that?
She was standing on 43rd and 44th Streets. Let me see your tongue, please.
No, I don't want to.
Open the mouth. Wait. How long have you had that white coat on your tongue?
Since January. In the spring, I put on a gray sport jacket.
I now hold your tongue with your fingers and say, shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
Again.
Shish kebab.
I got bad news for you.
What is it?
If you do that in a restaurant, you'll never get shish kebab.
Never mind that. Never mind. What about your taxes?
The what?
The taxes. It's time to pay the taxes to the Treasury.
I'm warning you, don't start in with me.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. It's time to pay the taxes. You're speaking with spitting again.
I said the right line, didn't I? If it comes out juicy, I can't help that.
It doesn't come out juicy unless you squeeze the T's. And I'm warning you, don't squeeze them on me.
Okay, let's hold it a second. Mr. Clark, I'm having trouble with the dialogue. I don't find those last few lines of the script.
It's not the script, it's in his mouth.
I said the right line. Look in the script. You'll find it there.
You'll find the words there, you won't find the spit. The spit's his own idea, he's doing it on purpose.
I didn't spit on purpose. I spit on accident. I've always spitted on accident. It's not possible to say that line without spitting a little.
I can say it. It's time to pay your taxes to the Treasury. There wasn't a spit in my entire mouth. Why doesn't he say it like that?
What am I, an Englishman? I'm talking the same way I've talked for 43 years.
Gentlemen, can we argue this point after the dress rehearsal and go on with the sketch?
I'm not going to stand there and get a shower in my face. If you want me to go on, either take out that line or get me an umbrella.
Can we please go on? With all due respect, gentlemen, we have 12 other scenes to rehearse. We cannot spend all day on personal squabbles.
All right, I'll go on, but I'm moving to a safer spot.
Don't worry about the moves. We'll pick you up on camera. Now let's skip over this spot and pick it up on, I hope you don't have what Mr. Melnick had.
Oh, you want to go to Mr. Melnick now? All right.
All right, Mr. Clark, whenever you're ready.
I hope you don't have what Mr. Melnick had.
What did Mr. Melnick have?
Ask him yourself. You're standing right there.
That's Mr. Melnick?
It could be Mrs. Melnick without high heels. I can't tell.
But if he's dead, why do you leave him standing in the office?
He's still got one more appointment with me.
Do you know what you are? You're a charlatan. Do you know what a charlatan is?
It's a city in North Carolina. If you poke me again like that, you're gonna end up in Poughkeepsie.
Hold on. Where's it say you can end up in Poughkeepsie?
Where does it say he can poke me in the chest like that? He's doing it on purpose. He always did it on purpose, just to get my goat.
I didn't poke him. I tapped him. A light little tap. It wouldn't hurt a baby.
Yeah, maybe a baby elephant. I knew I was gonna get poked. First comes the spitting, then comes his poking. I know his routine already.
Look, I'm sorry for holding up the rehearsal, but we have a very serious problem on our hands. This man I'm working with is a lunatic.
I'm a lunatic. He breaks my chest and spits in my face, calls me a lunatic. I'm gonna tell you something now he never told you in my entire life. I hate your guts.
You told me that on Monday.
Then I'm telling it to you again.
Listen, gentlemen, I really don't see any point in going on with this rehearsal.
I don't see any point in going on with this show. This man is persecuting me. For 11 years, he's been waiting to get back at me, only I'm not going to give him a chance.
I knew it. He planned it. He's been setting me up for 11 years just to walk out on me again.
All right, Mr. Clark, let's settle down. Why don't we all go into the dressing room and talk this out?
I didn't want to do this in the first place.
Liar, liar. His daughter begged me on the phone. She begged me. I'm telling you. Listen, just let me tell you. She begged me. Stop it, please.
Look, I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I should have stayed in New Jersey in the first place. He pulled a knife on me. In his own apartment, he pulled a knife on me last week. He's a crazy man.
I don't need you. I never needed you. You were nothing when I found you, and that's where you are today.
Come on, Willie, we'll go back to the dressing room,
He thinks I
work it
can't
out.
get
Look,
work
Mr.
without-
Schaefer, I'm
Maybe
very
his
sorry
career is
about
over,
it.
not mine. Maybe
Really,
he's
I'm
finished,
very,
not me.
very
Not
sorry
me,
about
not
it.
me.
Oh, all right, Willie, take it easy, just lie there, you're gonna be all right. All right, get a doctor, please.
I don't need a doctor. Don't get a doctor.
you're gonna be-
I don't trust him.
You're gonna be all right, don't say anything. Miss, get a blanket.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him I fell down. I don't want to give him
I
satisfaction.
won't tell him, Willie, you're gonna be all right, just lie there.
Frito-Lays. That's the name of the potato chips. You see? I remembered. I remember the name. Frito-Lays. Frito-Lays. Frito-Lays.
The golden age of comedy reached its zenith during a fabulous and glorious era known as vaudeville. Danny Bright, W.C. Fields, Eddie Candler, Ed Wynn, Will Rogers, and a host of other greats fill its hall of fame. There are two other names that belong on this list, but will never be listed separately. They are more than two. They are two comic shining lights that beam as one. For Lewis without Clark is like laughter without joy. When these two greats retired, a comic style disappeared from the American scene that will never see its light again. Here then, in a sketch taped nearly 11 years ago on the Ed Sullivan Show, are Lewis and Clark in their classic scene, The Doctor Will See You Now.
Open wide and say ah.
Ah,
Wider.
ah,
A little wider.
ah.
Your throat is all right, but you're going to have some trouble with your stomach.
How come?
You just swallowed the stick.
We have 100 slight tires. Now, generally,
What did you do that for?
What time is it?
10 to 1.
10 to 1. Who are you?
Oh, don't give me that. You know very well who I am.
You're the same nurse from yesterday?
I'm the same nurse from every day for 2 weeks now. Don't play your games with me.
I can't even chew a piece of bread. Who's going to play games? Why don't you turn off the television?
Well, it's either watching that or watching you sleep, and neither of you are too interesting.
I'm sorry. I'll try to sleep more entertaining. What's today? Tuesday?
Wednesday.
How could it be Wednesday? I went to sleep on Monday.
Haven't we already seen Mike Douglas twice this week?
Once.
Twice.
All right, twice. I don't even remember. I was all right yesterday?
We are doing very well.
We are? When did you get sick?
That's funny. That's really funny, Mr. Clark. As soon as I get home tonight, I'm going to bust out laughing.
You keep eating my candy like that, you're gonna bust out a lot sooner.
Well, you can't eat it. There's no sense throwing it out. I'm just storing up energy for the winter.
Maybe you'll find time between the nougats and the peppermints to take my pulse.
I took it. It's a little better today.
When did you take my pulse?
Well, when you were sleeping.
Everybody's pulse is good when they're sleeping. They take a pulse when a person's up. $30 a day she takes a sleeping pulse. I'll tell you the truth, I don't think you know what you're doing.
Well, I do. And I don't like sick people telling registered nurses how to do their job. You want your tea now?
I don't want to interrupt your candy.
And don't get fresh with me. You can get fresh with your nephew, but you can't get fresh with me. Maybe he has to take it, but I'm not a blood relative.
That's for sure.
That's even funnier than the other one. My whole evening tonight's going to be taken up with nothing but laughing.
Look, I don't even eat candy. Finish the whole box and when you're through, I hope you eat the flowers too.
You know why I don't get angry at anything you say to me?
I give up. Why?
Because I have a good sense of humor. I am known for my good sense of humor. That's why I can take anything you say to me.
If you nurse as good as your sense of humor, I won't make it till Thursday. Who called?
No one.
I thought I heard the phone.
No one called. Did you have a nice nap?
It was a nap, nothing special. And don't puff up my pillows, please. Takes me a day and a night to get them just the way I like them, and then you puff them up.
Oh, woke up a little grouchy, didn't we?
And stop making yourself a party all the time. Yeah, I woke up grouchy. And don't make up my bed, please. I'm still sleeping in it. You don't make up my bed when a person's still in it.
You know, Mr. Clark, you just don't like people doing things for you. If you want someone just to sit here and watch it, you'd be better off getting a dog. I'll suggest that to your nephew.
Am I complaining? I'm only asking for two things. Don't take my pulse when I'm sleeping, and don't make up my bed when I'm in it. Do it the other way around, and we're in business.
Doesn't bother me to do nothing as long as I'm getting paid for it.
I'm hungry.
You want your junket?
Forget it, I'm not hungry. Tell me something. How old is a woman like you?
That is none of your business.
I'm not asking for business.
I am 54 years young.
Is that so? You married?
My husband passed away 4 years ago.
Oh. You were the nurse?
No, I was not the nurse. You could use some sleep and I could use some quiet.
You know something for a 54-year-old registered widow? You're an attractive woman.
Oh! And don't try that with me.
Try anything.
You are. You're getting fresh in a way I don't like.
What are you worried about? I can't even put my slippers on by myself.
It's not your slippers I'm worried about. And don't play on my sympathies. I don't have any, and I don't expect to get any in the near future.
Hey, listen, how about a nice alcohol, though?
I just gave you one.
No, I'll give you one.
I know you say things like that just to agitate me. You like to agitate people, don't you? Well, I'm not an agitatable person.
You know, you're right. I think I'd be better off with a dog.
How did your poor wife ever stand a man like you?
Who told you about my poor what?
Your poor nephew. Did you ever think of getting married again?
What is this, a proposal?
Not from me. I'm not thinking of getting married again. Besides, you're just not my type.
Why, it's a question of religion?
It's a question of age. You'd wear me out in no time.
You think I can't support you? I got Medicare.
You never stop, do you?
When I stop, I won't be here.
Well, that's where you're going to be unless you learn to slow up a little.
Slow up. I moved 2 inches in 3 weeks. She tells me slow up.
I mean, if you're thinking about getting better again, you've got to stop worrying about telephone calls and messages, and especially when you're going back to work.
I'm an actor. I have to act. It's my profession.
Your profession right now is that of a sick person, and the only acting you're going to do is in a sick bed.
Maybe I can get a job on Marcus Welby.
You can turn everything I say into a vaudeville routine if you want, Mr. Clark, but I'm going to give you a piece of advice.
What?
The world is full of sick people. And there's just so many doctors and nurses to go around and take care of all these sick people. And all the doctors and all the nurses can do just so much, Mr. Clark. But God, in His infinite wisdom, has said He will help those who help themselves.
So what's the advice?
Stop bugging me!
All right, I'll stop bugging. I don't even know what the hell it means.
Oh, that's better now. You're my type again.
Oh, here comes today's candy.
Hey, how is he?
Oh, fine. I think we're going to get married.
Hey, Uncle Willie, you look terrific.
You got my variety?
Yes, I do. And I also got about 200 telegrams from some of the biggest stars in show business. Lucille Ball, Milton Berle, Bob Hope, the mayor. It'll take you 9 months just to answer them.
What about a commercial? Did you hear from Alka-Seltzer?
We got plenty of time to talk about that. Did you have your lunch yet, Miss
Oh,
Lee?
no, not yet.
She just finished 2 pounds of appetizers.
Why don't you go out, take about an hour or so. I'll be here for a while.
Oh, thanks. I could use some fresh air. Now, when I'm gone, I don't want you getting all agitated again. You hear?
I hear. Stop bugging me.
And don't get out of bed to go to the bathroom. Use the you-know-what.
If not, I'll do it you know where.
Never mind, she's a very good nurse.
Oh, no. Bernie Eisenstein died.
Who?
Bernie Eisenstein. Remember the dance team, Ramona and Rodriguez? Bernie Eisenstein was Rodriguez. He would have been 78 in August.
Uncle Willie, you gotta put down variety for a second.
Did you bring a cigar?
Uncle Willie, come on, you realize you've had a heart attack, don't you? You've been getting away with it for years, the cigars and the temper tantrums and the tension. Your heart just not gonna take it anymore.
This is the good news you rushed up here with? For this, we could have skipped a Wednesday.
Look, I talked to the doctor this morning, and I'm gonna be very frank and honest with you. You have to retire. You gotta give it all up. Show business is out.
Until when?
Until ever. Look, your heart is abnormally weak. You got high blood pressure. If you worked again, you'd be killing yourself.
All right, let me think it over.
What over? There is nothing to think over. You can't work again. There's no decision to be made here. Can't you understand that?
You decide for Ben Silverman. I'll decide for Willie Clark.
No, I decide for Willie Clark. I am your closest and only living relative. And I'm responsible for your welfare. You can't live here anymore, Willie, not alone. And I can't afford to keep this nurse on anymore. Right now she's making more than I am. Anyway, she already gave her notice. She's leaving Monday. She's going to work for a very wealthy family in Buffalo.
Maybe she'll take me. I always did well in Buffalo.
Come on, Willie, we gotta face facts. We gotta do something, and we have to do it quickly.
I can't think about it today. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
You want to hear my suggestions?
I'm napping. Don't you see my eyes closed?
I think that you should move in with Helen and me and the kids. We got a spare room in the back. I think you'd be very comfortable. Are you listening?
What's the second suggestion?
What's wrong with the first?
It's not as good as the second.
I haven't made the second
It's
yet.
still better than the first. Forget it.
Why?
I don't like your kids. They're noisy. The little one hit me in the head with a baseball bat.
And I've also heard you talk to them for hours on end about vaudeville and have the time of your life, right?
Yeah, if I stop talking, they'll hit me with a bat. Look, no offense, but I'm not living with your children. If you get rid of them, then we'll talk.
I know why you don't want to come, because Al Lewis lives with his family. You're trying to prove some stupid point about being independent.
What's the second suggestion?
All right, don't jump when you hear this, because it's not as bad as it sounds.
Say it.
Well, there's the Actors Home in New Brunswick.
It's as bad as it sounds.
No, it's not. I was out there last Sunday. They showed me all around the place. I couldn't believe how beautiful it was.
You went out there. You didn't even have the decency to wait until I turned down living with you
I
first.
was just investigating, no commitments.
The old Actors Home. The first bookie you got me in 10 years.
Look, it's on 25 beautiful acres. It's on a lake. It's an old converted mansion with a big porch.
I knew it. You got me on a porch in New Jersey. He put you up to this, didn't he?
You don't have to sit on the porch. Look, they do a million activities. They do shows every Friday and Saturday night. It's all old actors. What could be better for you?
But why New Jersey? I hate New Jersey. I'm sorry they ever finished the George Washington Bridge.
I couldn't believe how many old actors there were there that I knew and remembered. I thought they were all dead.
That's some recommendation. A house in the swamps with forgotten people.
No, they're not forgotten. They are well taken care of. Look, Uncle Willie, if you spend a day there that you're not happy, you can come and move in with me.
So that's my choice? New Jersey or the baseball bat?
All right, I feel a lot better about this now.
What about you?
What do you mean, what about me?
I won't see you no more?
Certainly, Uncle Willie, as often as possible. Did you think I wasn't going to come visit you?
Well, you know, people don't go out to New Jersey unless they have to.
I'll be there every Wednesday. I'll bring the variety. I'll even bring Helen and the kids.
Don't bring the kids! Why do you think I'm going to home for?
You know, Uncle Willie, this is the first time since I've known you that you treated me like a nephew instead of an agent. It's like a whole new relationship.
I hope this one works out better than the other one.
I've been waiting for this for 15 years, Uncle Willie. You would never let me get close.
If you kiss me, I'll call off the whole thing.
I'm not gonna kiss you. All right, so now there's one other thing I'd like you to do for me.
Yeah, with my luck, it's a benefit.
Actually, it is sort of a benefit, but it's not for another organization. It's for another human being.
What are you talking about?
Al Lewis would like to come and see you.
If you want to kill me, why don't you bring the cigar?
He's been heartsick about this ever since it happened.
What do you think I've been? What is this, the mumps?
You know what I mean. He calls me twice a day. He's worried sick.
Tonight, tell him I'm worse.
He's not doing so well himself, you know. He's got hardening in the arteries, he's got diabetes, he's losing his voice, his eyes aren't so good.
He's good enough to spit in my face.
He has lost 7 pounds since you've been in the hospital. Look, who do you think's been sending all these candy and flowers? Of course, he signed someone else's name. He knows otherwise you'd throw him out.
Yeah, his flowers, throw him out.
Oh, come on, Uncle Willie. Look, I never ask you to do a personal favor for me as long as I know you, right? But this one is important for me and for you and for Al Lewis. He doesn't even want to stay. He just wants to come up and say hello.
Hello, huh?
That's it.
If he pokes me in the chest with a finger, I'm a dead man. That's murder, you know.
Give us all a break, Uncle Willie, huh?
Well, if he wants to come up here, I won't stop him. But I can't promise a hello. I may be taking a nap.
He's going to be very happy. I knew I could count on you.
Hey, you don't have to call him from here. Why should I pay 60 cents for him to come say hello?
You're not going to pay 60 cents. Hello? Yes, could you tell the boy at the desk to send Mr. Lewis up to Mr. Clark's room, please? Thank you very much.
You mean he's here now in the hotel?
He's been with me all morning. I knew it would be all right.
First you commit me to an old man's home. Bring that bastard here, and then you ask me.
All right, I'm sorry, so never talk to me again, and I apologize. But just promise me you'll be decent to Al Lewis.
I'll be wonderful to him. In my will, I'll leave him you.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to get out of bed.
You think I'm going to give him the satisfaction of seeing me lying in bed like a sick person? I'm going to sit in my chair, and I'm going to look healthier than he does.
The doctor said you're not supposed to be out of bed for anything.
Lewis coming to apologize to Clark is not anything. To me, this is worth another heart attack. Get my coat.
Well, just walk slowly, will you?
Then I want you to move that chair all the way back. I want that son of a bitch to have a long walk. No, not the bathrobe, the jacket, the blue sport jacket. This is going to be a formal apology.
Oh, it's not an apology. Just come in and say hello.
If he doesn't apologize, I'll drop dead in my chair for spite, and you can tell him that.
Now, I am sorry I started in with this.
That's funny, because now I'm starting to feel good. Push that chair back all the way.
I thought I was bringing you two together.
Put a pillow underneath. Make it 2 pillows. When I sit, I want to look down on
This
it.
is the last time I'm butting into your lives, I promise.
The only thing that can make today better is if it was raining. I would love to see him apologize dripping wet. Ah, this is it. This was worth getting sick for. Come on, knock again. Enter.
Oh, he's sleeping. I can come back later.
No, he's just dozing. Can I take your hat?
No, I'd like to hold on to something if you don't mind.
Uncle Willie, look who's here to see you.
Huh? What?
Guess who's here to see you, Uncle Willie?
I don't have my glasses. Who's that?
It's me, Willie. Al Lewis.
Hal Lewis. Hal Lewis. You're so far away. Walk all the way over here. Oh, that Al Lewis.
Look, I don't want to disturb you, Willie. I know you're resting.
That's all right. I was just reading my telegrams from Lucille Ball and Bob Hope.
Oh, isn't that nice? And look at all the beautiful flowers.
I'm throwing them out. I don't like the smell. People send them to me every day with boxes of cheap candy. They mean well.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Look, I just want to see how you were doing. I don't want to take up your time. I just wanted to say hello. So hello and goodbye.
Wait a minute. You got a few minutes before my next nap. Sit down and talk for a while.
Well, you sure it's okay?
I'm sure you got a lot more to say than just hello. Would you like some tea?
Oh, I would love some.
Go in the kitchen and make it.
All right. I got a better idea. Why don't I go down to the kitchen? I'll have him make up a tray. If I call room service, it'll take forever.
You going? You don't want to hear what Al has to say?
I don't think that's necessary. I'll be back in 10 minutes. It's good to see you, Mr. Lewis. It's good to see the both of you.
You know, he's a nice boy.
He's the best. Not too bright, but a good boy.
So tell me, you got everything you need here?
What can I need here?
Some books, some magazines.
Nah, I got plenty to do. I got all my fan mail answered.
You get fan mail?
Don't you?
I don't even get jury duty.
Sure, plenty of people still remember. Oh, excuse me.
You sure it's okay for you to talk like this?
I'm not talking, I'm just answering. You're talking. Why, is there something special you want to talk about?
Like what?
What do I know like what? How should I know what's on your mind? Do I know why you can't sleep at night?
Who says I don't sleep at night? I sleep beautifully.
Funny, to me you look tired, a little troubled, like a person who has something on his conscience. What do I know?
I have nothing on my conscience.
Are you sure you look good?
I have nothing on my conscience. The only thing I feel badly about is that you got sick.
Thank you, I accept your apology.
What apology? Who apologized? I just said I'm sorry you got sick.
And who do you think made me sick?
Who? You did, that's who. You yelled and you screamed and you carried on like a lunatic until you made yourself sick. And for that, I'm sorry.
All right, as long as you're sorry for something.
I'm also sorry people are starving in India. But I'm not going to apologize. I didn't do it.
I didn't accuse you of India. I'm just saying you're responsible for making me sick. And since you came up here to apologize, I'm gentleman enough to accept it.
Don't be such a gentleman because there's nothing to accept.
You're the one who came up here with your hat in your hand, not me.
It's a $25 hat. What was I going to do, fold it up in my pocket?
If you didn't come to apologize, why'd you send me all the candy and flowers?
I sent you candy and flowers?
Yes, because it was on your conscience, and that's why you couldn't sleep at night. And that's why you came up here with your hat in your hand to apologize. Only this time I'm not a gentleman anymore, and I don't accept your apology. How do you like that?
I knew there was going to be trouble when you said enter instead of come in.
There's no trouble. The trouble's over. I got what I want, and now I'm happy.
What did you get? You got no apology from me, which you didn't accept.
I don't want to discuss it anymore. I just had a heart attack.
You know something, Willie? I don't think we get along too good.
Listen, everybody has their ups and downs.
In 43 years, we had maybe one up. Tell you the truth, I can't take the downs anymore.
To be honest with you, for the first time, I'm a little tired myself. You know, it's true that this heart attack was really good for me. I needed the rest.
Well, so what are you going to do now?
My nephew made me 2 very good offers today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the second one.
Well, are you in any condition to work again?
It wouldn't be too strenuous. Mostly take it easy. Maybe do a show on Saturday night. You know, something like that.
Oh, is that so? Where, in New York?
No, out of town.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
Well, you know me. I always have to keep busy. And what's with you?
Oh, I'm very happy. My daughter's having another baby, and they're going to need my room. I don't want to be a burden on them. So we talked it over, and I decided I'm moving to the Actors Home in New Brunswick.
Oh, God, I got the finger again.
Are you all right? Why are you holding your chest? You got pains?
Not yet, but I'm expecting.
Can I get you something? Should I call the doctor?
It wouldn't help.
It wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt. How many times have we done that joke?
And it always worked. Even from you, I just got to laugh.
You're a funny man now. You're a pain in the ass, but you're a funny man.
You know what your trouble was, Willie? You always took the jokes too seriously. They were just jokes. We did comedy on stage for 43 years, and I don't think you enjoyed it once.
If I was there to enjoy it, I would buy a ticket.
Well, now you've got the time to enjoy it. And maybe, you know, if you're not too busy, you can come over one day to the Actors Home and visit me.
You can count on it.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to talk to you. Would you like to rest now? You know, maybe take a nap?
Yeah, I think so. But keep talking to me. I'll fall asleep.
Come on, I'll help you. So tell me, what's new in Variety?
Bernie Eisenstein died.
Go on, Bernie Eisenstein, the house doctor at the palace?
No, that's Sam Heseltine. Bernie Eisenstein was Ramon and Rodriguez.
No. Jackie Aronson was Ramon and Rodriguez. Bernie Eisenstein was the house doctor at the palace, and Sam Heseltine was Sophie Tucker's agent.
Don't argue with me. I'm sick.
I know, but why should I get sick too? Bernie Eisenstein was the house doctor at the Palace. The first time we worked with Sophie Tucker. That's when we met Sam Hesselby. Now, Jackie Aronson wasn't Rodriguez yet. He was DeMarco and Lopez. DeMarco died and Lopez went into real estate. Then Jackie became Rodriguez. Now, you remember Big John McCaffrey, the Irishman who used to wear that 2-pound diamond ring on his finger? He owned, I think, the Biltmore Theater in Pittsburgh and the Acme Theater in Syracuse. He was dating a cute little